put this on and get back to the case. I think this is the one. Yeah, we're back. Huh? What was this? Oh yeah, this is the tablet.
If the owner's ventriloquist dummies in here, I'm gonna be very upset.
Oh man. Better turn this down a bit so it's a little less echoey. Ooh.
Ceilings are good for keeping God's prying eyes out of your business.
Well, what about this? Huh. Why have we got an MRI machine in here?
I got a feeling that's not a crochet needle. Unfortunately, it's not the Tunnel of Love.
Damn it.
Unfortunately, it's not the Tunnel of Love. I'm sure these MRI pictures are showing me something.
This person has a spine and warm genitals. My God. Oh shit. Hashtag I don't know. Alright. Oh. Let me out this. Alright. Let's get out of that.
This keypad needs a 3-digit code.
Alright, let's go.
Looking at medical posters always gives me the heebie-jeebies. This petri dish is encrusted with all sorts of gunk. I'll need to clean it off to see what's underneath here. Sulfuric acid can be very useful in cleaning chemistry equipment.
I guess luck counts for something.
Maldonado was tracking down a woman named Margaret Leonard for Bowers. This memory stick probably works on the computer in Bowers' MRI room. Looking at medical posters always gives me the heebie-jeebies.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh. Well, that's handy.
That's interesting. Nothing I can use. Something tells me the doctor got a lot of toothaches.
I guess that's some sort of
Anatomy books. Used only for medical research purposes, I'm sure. This cabinet needs a 3-digit code to open. I'm sure these MRI pictures are showing me something.
Does that man have 6 fingers? That's not right.
Yeah, that's not important.
Right. What about in here? Healing poem here.
You'd need a PhD to understand any of these books. You'd need a PhD to understand any of these books.
Right.
Just the place to conduct some business.
Wait.
Nice tile work. You'd need a PhD to understand nice tile work.
It is nice tile work. Thyroid disease.
Just looking at this gives me an icky feeling.
Okay. Normal
Just
brain.
looking at this gives me an icky feeling.
Human stomach.
If I found a flash drive, I could connect it to the video.
Long-lasting memories are created through a process of consolidation, which is based on the formations of protein in the brain. Thus, memories, particularly painful ones, are formed by these unstable proteins, making them easily identifiable and removed with a combination of drugs and behavior therapy, ensuring memory elimination. Of course, there are those who do not believe that the benefits of memory modification outweigh the risks. They warn that eliminating memories, one could significantly alter a person's personality, their history.
So, a fancy device that wipes your memories, hmm? Useful technology. I see applications for anyone who ever went out with you or read the Twilight series.
Come on. Little mercy here for the victim, all right? Why would Bowers want to erase my memory? This table? A little small for my taste.
Here we go.
Nothing I can use.
No?
Man, that is so cool.
Big S.
Nothing I can
Whoa.
use.
Isn't that your card?
My business card? How did Mason Bowers get this? Nothing I can use.
Alright. Fine. I think I've found everything in the office.
It's a choose-your-own-adventure neurology book. It's a shame no one's ever gotten it right. The Synaptic Snafu and Other Neurology Misadventures. Now that sounds like fun reading. The Synaptic Snafu and Other Neurology... You'd need a PhD to understand any of these books. He's looking a little under the weather. You don't have to put on the red light.
Okay, let's never sing that again. I think I've been through all of these. Yep.
Oh man, I hate retro things. There's room for every member of the Brady family on here except Alice, and I never considered her part of the family anyway. This coffee table's a special design. It's got a hidden drawer. A collector's edition of Matt Cubase Tyler baseball card. I wouldn't dare thieve that. Isn't that DeForest Bunny from Night of the Lepus? Some crates should never be opened. This frame needs 9 baseball cards. This is just to trick people into thinking you read a lot. Oh, I don't think a lot of studying went on in here with that flat-screen TV on the wall. There's just no accounting for good taste. No, that's not important. Wrong form of its. Come on, people. Oh, sure, that seems impressive. But I bet you it wasn't nearly as difficult as obtaining my PI license from an entire summer of night school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about the only sailboat I could afford. Now that was a terrible year for wine.
How many do I need? One more. God damn it.
Well, judging by all this fiber, the owner has digestive issues.
One more card. One more card.
I really should look into getting a kitchen for my apartment.
Nah.
Standard groceries, and none of them look very edible.
You can just go to Louis.
Never, ever stick your hand in a toaster.
Ha. Nope. Fridge.
Really? They found someone to eat this crap? The table's all wobbly. You can really judge a person by the kind of groceries they buy. Boy, I try not to look directly into a mirror because it's kind of bad. My landlord always reminds me that indoor plumbing... a remembrance of a much simpler time. Oh, I always put out fresh towels for my guests. I mean, if I had any. No bidet? Sick. Lord knows I could use a plunger at my place. I wouldn't open that if I were you. But since I'm me... Say hello to my little friends. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, if you know what I mean.
Damn it. Cannot find this last card.
If the owner's ventriloquist dummies in here, I'm gonna be very upset. Oh, what a very hospitable guest room. Yeah, that's not important. Unfortunately, it's not the Tunnel of Love. Just the place to conduct some business. Well, I see they like to keep things hot in the bedroom. Impressive, if you're into that sort of thing. Sheesh, I couldn't even imagine lugging this thing up those stairs. Not my size, not my style, not my day.
one more card
Oh
to
man,
find,
I
and
hate
just,
retro
I
things.
just don't know.
Sheesh, I couldn't even imagine lugging this thing up those stairs. I don't know if I get the open. Just looking at these makes me. Just looking at these makes me. Tired. Vertical stripes make these chairs look taller than they actually are. Gross, this bowl is full of fruit. Vertical stripes make these chairs look taller than they actually are. Well, if I ever need to step up, I'm coming back for you. Nice, perfect place to keep a midnight snack. Yeah, just some books.
Damn it.
Reminds me of the time. Yeah, just some books. Nothing I can use. Pillaging must be one of their hobbies.
Where am I going to find another card?
Quite the mood lighting. Yeah, it's not my style. Nothing adds personality to a... Yeah, it's not my style. Well, let's see here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 chairs. Some crates should never be. Vases? Oh, they're all the rage these days. Yeah, just some books. It takes a man of exquisite taste to truly appreciate a pleather chair. Yeah, that's about the only sailboat I could afford. This frame needs 9 baseball. Classic. These baseball cards are great collectibles. Seashells, books. I don't see anything here that could help me. Oh, it's like a villain from a terrible B-movie. Mollusks, beware. In the immortal words of Goldilocks, this chair is just right. Salty. Tasty. Cookies? Nope. Just flour. Standard groceries, and none of them look very edible.
Oh, Deans.
Fine feast for mice. I've always learned the hard way that the stove gets hot.
Indeed.
Yep, that's a sink.
Yep. Okay. I think it's time to get a little hint here. Have I examined these?
Seems Mason was treating someone with serious facial deterioration. Surely, after all we've been through, you would not turn against me and turn to her. Looks like someone with the initial T was doubting Mason's allegiance. Zipline trolley's repaired.
Just really don't know.
Perfect place to keep a midnight snack.
Is there a midnight
I don't know if I...
snack there?
Perfect place to keep a midnight snack.
Is there a midnight snack here?
Perfect place to keep a midnight snack.
Alright, fine.
Well, if I ever need to step up... Gross. This bowl is full of fruit.
Here?
Perfect place to keep a midnight snack.
Here.
Impressive, if you're into that sort of thing. Nice place to get all warm and snuggly.
I just don't know.
Nice place to get all warm and snuggly.
Hold on.
Unfortunately, it's not the tunnel of love. Unfortunately, it's not the tunnel of love. He's looking a little under the weather.
Right. Okay, so I've had to resort to a guide, as sometimes you do. Three. Four. Four. Six. All right. Just.
Oh, what a very hospitable guest room.
I think it's something I've missed. No, because I got that one. I got that one. And this doesn't have drawers.
It takes a man of exquisite taste to truly appreciate. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. if you know what I mean.
Doesn't have any tricksy doors. Got the teacup. We got the hat. We got the bird cage. We got the diddly-doo. We got the pillow. Of course.
That's interesting.
We did it! Oh, I'm so stupid. Sorry. Sorry, everybody.
That's not right.
What? Oh, no.
I need each of the 3 rows to total 17 in all directions using the numbers found on the baseball cards.
Pharrell. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4. Hey. Okay. No? 17.
I need each of the 3 rows to total 17 in all directions using the numbers found on the baseball cards. I need each of the 3 rows to total 17 in all directions using the numbers found on the baseball cards. I need each of the 3 rows to total 17 in all directions using
sure
the
this
numbers
guy's
found on
playing
the
cricket?
baseball cards.
Three rows. 5. Don't ask. Just don't ask.
Lots of cash. Usually a sign of illegal activity.
Porn.
Pawn Weekly may be even sadder than that Cat Weekly magazine. Lots of cash. Usually a sign of illegal. The drawer inside this safe needs 2 additional cards. Whatever's in here must be so important that Mason Bowers keeps both the cards with him at all times. Looks like Bowers was interested in some Nikola Tesla artifacts from Rook's pawn shop. Well, that won't work. Lots of cash. Usually a sign of illegal act. Oh, it appears to be a baseball card collection, but there's more to it than that.
Do not ask. Let's go ask Rook what the hell is going on. So if he keeps those cards on him at all times, and he's not there, there's no point to be here, right? That makes sense? I think that makes sense.
I better drop by the barbecue joint and see how that dweeb Mojo's doing.
Maybe he's decrypted that memory stick.
Yeah, about time, too. I need a new lead on this case.
How's my comic collection going? It's going alright.
Someday, I hope to collect all of the Mike and Ike Hammer comics and place them here.
So, your memory stick's all ready to go. Now, what do you give me for it?
What are we giving for it?
What are you talking about? I thought we were partners in anti-crime.
You think I'm gonna solve your case for free just because you're my idol? No, the great Tex Murphy wouldn't lift a finger without compensation. Neither will I.
Look, Sonny, extortion is a very serious business.
Do you have an action figure? I want something money can't buy.
I used to have a Pez dispenser.
No, I want an action figure of you.
I don't have anything like that. My apartment's practically empty. Even if I did, how do I know what's on the memory stick is even worth anything anyway?
You know how your cases always have 100 loose ends, and you need that one missing piece to tie it all together?
Where do you find this stuff out?
This could be that one missing piece. Mr. Murphy, you need this.
Yeah, well, I'm all out of action figures, so now what?
Do you remember that sicko who was going around with a liquid nitrogen freeze gun, shooting people and then smashing them? The press called him the Nitro Stalker. You got involved, and the cops finally found him a few weeks later, smashed into a million pieces.
Sounds like he was pretty broken up.
Everybody knows you were behind that bit of freeze-dried justice. The freeze gun was never found, and I'm betting you took it. I'll trade you the memory stick straight up for it.
Yeah, but I'm guessing that you have no idea where this freeze gun is. Yeah, I thought so.
Who's that? Don't know.
I wonder who'd know about that stupid freeze gun around here. remember the day I came back to my office to that grisly sight.
Oh dear.
I tried for an hour to get Pug's head out of the water cooler, but it was no dice. The police showed up and thought about grilling me until they realized Pug was a mutant. And it was like they couldn't care less. I guess people are a little apprehensive about taking that bottle back for deposit.
Let's see if old Louis knows.
It's real good having you stop in more regular. How can I help you?
Well,
Zach don't come in here a whole lot. I guess he don't like my food much.
what do you think of this?
I might have seen this lady in here not long ago. Didn't catch her name.
You seen that freeze gun?
You got me there, Moith.
Alright, buddy. I'll see you later. What about these guys?
Not again. You're gonna get me fired. Or worse.
What do you think of this?
That's a fine piece of humanity there. She stopped by the other day and checked out our selection. Took her about 2 seconds to realize it was all crap. So she seemed to know her stuff.
What about this?
Can't help you with that.
Well, I'll see you later then, buddy. Closed. 3 cards. Closed. Closed. See what Holly's up to.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing?
You seen the freeze gun?
Not a clue.
I hate you, Holly. Alright, as if we didn't know. Who knows where the freeze gun is?
We need to talk.
Oh, do we have to, really?
Yeah, trust me, you may be involved in what happened to me.
Oh, the very thought makes me giddy.
I knew you'd be pleased to hear that. But it's all tied to items of Nikola Tesla and a man named Mason Bowers.
Well, it's true. It's true I've had some very rare Tesla items in my possession from time to time, but I have never heard of this Mason Bowers.
You know Carlos Maldonado?
Well, of course I know that wretched swine.
Tell me how he ties into Tesla.
Maldonado tried to bribe and threaten me to reveal my source of my Tesla items, but I didn't give it to him, and I won't give it to you. Do you think Maldonado was the one watching you?
I think so.
Oh, my, that could be troublesome. I need to make some inquiries. Is there anything else?
Yeah, what do you think of this?
Lovely. Oh, she may have come by here. I can't be sure.
Have you seen that freeze gun?
The freeze gun? The one you pawned that supposedly belonged to the Nitro Stalker? I believe it was purchased by one of those vigilante Morlock hunters.
Oh, god damn it. Thank you, Rook. Morlocks. Morlocks. Where do we get Morlocks? Well, I guess I'll just have to tell the kid,
Hey, Mr. Murphy. We can hang out, or you can order something up and melt your face, but I can't give that memory stick until you hook me up.
brat. Oh, of course. Of course, of course, of course.
If a bell is on the front desk, I could ring it and talk to the clerk. A bell will be placed in the lobby if the clerk is on duty. Well, this is a flashy new neighbor.
Louis, you're a mutant. Do you know how to find them?
Whatever you need, Mike. Just ask.
Shit. Alright, I suppose they're gonna be in the sewer, right?
It's the sewer to Chandler Avenue, and I never go in there unless I really, really have to. These dumpsters have housed various individuals over the years. It's always nice to know I'll have a place to go if I can't make rent. Every few years, someone gets the bright idea that this place should be preserved. Repairs are done for a few months, then the workers disappear when City Hall realizes what type of people really inhabit this place.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing? Not a clue.
Oh, it's open. Knight's Temple. Lord Protectors.
O Lord, we beseech thee, give us strength,
Courage.
protection. Hail, fellow countrymen. We are ready to begin our quest.
Hunting the dreadful night beast. Make haste.
Sorry, Tex, we gotta run.
Farewell, Sir Larry, Curly, and Moe. I'll be sure to tell Snow White you're gonna be late for breakfast.
Ooh, now this place is cool. A nerdy 7th grader's paradise.
Yeah, every weapon you'd ever need to be a level 85 World of Warlord chief. Well, I don't teach go-go dance at my academy. We're more respectable than that. Back in the Hays Code days, couples had to sleep in 2 separate sleeping bags. I used to love the game of Twisty until I realized its true sinister purpose. Whoa, better tell Yogi to be on the lookout for these in Jellystone. The half-life of Weenie World burgers is at least 20 years.
Okay, what the hell is going on here with these guys?
Did someone leave these on? Because they look like they're on. Ow! Yep. Did someone leave these on? Because they look like they're on.
Uh-oh.
Ow! Yep. Gross. No one's ever removed this thing since the incident?
New San Francisco Convention Center.
Good lord. They're LARPers.
Eesh.
Yikes. No novelty toys in here. Only real weaponry.
Rubber spaghetti.
Fool me once, rubber spaghetti. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. Looks like someone has already helped themselves to the items behind the counter. Whoa. I feel like I just missed the fellowship before they headed off to Mordor. Yep, that's not diet. Ah, poor Rusty. I knew him well. Padlocking the fridge is for extreme dieters only. Padlocking the fridge is for extreme dieters only. That leads to Rusty's roof. This needs a key. Roof access. Wait a second. I remember years ago, Rusty once bragged that he had a secret panel installed in the water tower on the roof to hide his smuggled illegal novelty items. I wonder if the Morlock hunters stashed their valuables there as well.
Alright. Find the key, I guess.
The half-life of Weenie World burgers is at least 20 years. Well, I don't teach go-go dance at my academy. We're more respectable. Padlocking the fridge is for extreme dieters only. Looks like someone has already helped themselves to the items behind the counter.
Aha!
It's a key to a padlock. Padlocking the fridge is for extreme dieters only. This needs a key.
Alright. Roof. Yes.
That leads to Rusty's roof.
Alright, let's go.
I see they put Rusty's zip line back in place. How convenient. Well, there's a mean-looking pooch behind this gate. There's a mean-looking pooch behind this gate.
Oh, man, you can see the whole street from here. Nice. Anyway. Boom!
No way! A freeze gun? This is definitely your coolest case ever.
No pun intended.
With freeze guns, the puns are always intended. Are you familiar with the work of Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Please, have mercy.
I'm afraid my condition has left me cold to your pleas of mercy.
I'm gonna find a way to turn you off, I swear.
You're not sending me to the cooler.
Well, thank you, Deus Ex Machina.
I like how it's like quoting Arnold Schwarzenegger's classic TV. Jeez. Alright.
Looks like Rusty's Fun Mass building has been converted into a Knights of the Templar clubhouse.
Crazy damn Morlocks.
You got it, didn't you? The Nitro Stalker freeze gun. So cool. My internet group is gonna be so jealous.
Listen, kid. We kind of keep this on the down low. If the cops find out I gave this to you, I'm probably gonna lose my license.
You can count on me. And I've already forgotten what was on that memory stick. Lips are zipped.
Good enough. And, by the way, that doesn't work.
We may only get one chance, Carlos, so I wanted to go over the plan one more time. If Margaret shows up at the Ritz, call me immediately. If I'm delayed, detain her. We have to assume she won't give up the egg voluntarily, but I want to talk to her first. You know why I've given you the cryo chamber. But that has to be the very last resort. And if anything happens to me, I'll need you to contact a friend of mine. Keep it safe until I retrieve it.
Well, it sounds like Mason and Margaret had a major disagreement. I need to locate both of them and get to the bottom of this. I decide to head back to my office to sort things out.
Hey, cowboy. Any memories coming back yet?
Not so far, but something tells me I might be missing out on some really good ones.
That's solid detective work.
So... were we dating?
Dating? Oh, that's so cute. I guess you can call it that. But we were also working together in a more professional capacity.
Well, now my detective skills are picking up a little sarcasm.
Seriously, cowboy, you're good. I've learned a lot working with you the past couple weeks.
Let me get this straight. You and I were working on a case together? Do you mind telling me about that?
Not at all. You wanted a list of tenants here at the Ritz as far back as I could go.
Why would I do that?
It was your dreams. They were vivid before, but they were getting out of control. It's almost like they were changing you into someone else. You talked about seeing things from the past, but you wouldn't give me details. You were incredibly stressed. It was like you actually believed this apartment was haunted. You even started looking into psychometry.
Psycho what?
Psychometry. It's the belief that an object can contain a person's energy or memories.
So, not only am I an amnesiac, but I'm a paranormal idiot. Great.
Sounds crazy, I know. But then we found out about Donnelly.
Who?
J.T. Donnelly. It was the most bizarre thing. I'd heard you mention the name in your sleep. But then, his name turned up when I checked out the previous tenants.
So who is this guy?
He's a private investigator, a real old school brute. He worked for some powerful, influential people, but then he disappeared around 1943. His last known address was here.
San Francisco.
No, here, at the Ritz in this exact apartment.
Okay, that's a little bizarre.
It gets bizarrier. You called me one night, raving like a lunatic, saying the walls were talking. I rushed over and found holes smashed in the wall, and you curled up on the floor in a ball.
Well, I'm glad to hear I haven't changed that much.
You wouldn't tell me what had happened. But after that, you wouldn't sleep here. That's when you got your new place and started to sleep there.
Hold on. I have another place?
Yes, you do. And it's even nicer than here.
This is all crazy. I think I'm gonna sleep here tonight just to see whether it affects me in the same way.
Do you want some company?
Listen, Taylor, I'm beginning to see what the other me saw in you. But in my head, it's still 2043. I've got to tell you, there was somebody else.
Chelsea, I know. I know how much she meant to you, Tex. Losing her was traumatic as hell for you. But she's gone. And there's nothing you can say or do or don't do that's gonna bring her back. Do you feel that?
I sure do.
I'm alive. And that's my heart. It's yours if you want it. And it comes with all the other bits.
Cool.
Well, I think it's time for the big sleepover. I'll make popcorn.
And I'll pitch the tent.
Da-da-da-da.
6 hours later, the rain was finally letting up. Somebody once said, you can't change the past, only the course you're on. And that's what I intend to do. It's time for me to take my ship in a new direction. Being with Taylor last night felt comfortable. She accepted me as I am. Maybe I ought to accept myself in the same way. Still, I know I'm in the middle of something sinister, and I've got to deal with it. I've got to find a way to get my recent memory back. Then I can go forward and start a new day. As Taylor was leaving, she slips me a key to a place called the Resort. Said it might provide some insights about myself over the last few years. She wasn't kidding.
What? Well, this is nice.
These watches are worth a small fortune. Nitro case shattered? By Tex Murphy? When did I become an attention seeker? I'm hoping this newspaper article is not some sentimental keepsake. I'm hoping this newspaper article is not some sentimental keepsake. Looks like I like to wear sunglasses at night. Well, that is an intimidating knife.
You got some pretty art, though.
When I think of women in my past who were black book quality, Regan Madsen from my Pandora case always comes to mind. Well, I suppose you've already sat in my chair and have eaten my porridge, too.
Took you long enough. I thought I was gonna have to start in by myself. I hope you don't mind I made myself comfortable. And I'm very comfortable.
Yeah, you look it.
How long does it take you to smoke that cigarette?
Oh, you'd be surprised. She was vicious, mean, nasty, and rotten to the core. And I still think fondly of her almost every day. Maybe I should go get checked out at a medical clinic for reasons other than my head injury.
Bar napkin. What's this? Call me. Oh, man.
Some lady gave me her phone number? I'm not used to that.
Indeed. What is this? 26. Come on, spin, spin, spin. And 9.
Some lady.
I think. Tex, I know you hate Otto, but he has his uses. I will throw in an additional SK 5K if you will work with him peacefully. Peaceably. Peace.
I'm hoping this isn't mine.
was it? 26.9. No? Oh, 16. Duh.
I don't know what I was thinking. Ten 5-1. Six, what was it? Star 9? Some lady.
Bugger. Maybe it's not the bottom napkin. On this.
I'm hoping this isn't mine.
There are no freaking other footstool. Is there a drawer on the footstool? No. Oh wait, flashlight. There we go.
These watches are worth a small fortune.
Must be this. Times 9? Hold on. I'm so clever.
Where did I get this kind of money? Did I really turn into a gun-for-hire mercenary that everybody's afraid of?
There's something about this setup that just feels wrong. Like advanced mind manipulation. This place is littered with items to make you think you're someone you're not. We already know they injected you with a trance inducer. They're pulling the strings to deceive you into doing something for them.
Interesting.
Gee, what do I do with this? Hold on, let's actually pick up there. Whoa.
Money in an offshore account? I trust I earned this legitimately, I hope.
When in doubt, go to Chandler Avenue.
You have a fax. You have a fax. You have a fax.
I have a fax. I have a fax.
Looks like Archie's back in town. I should check out his 3 Carts to Midnight shop and see if he knows anything.
Oh yeah. He's opened up.
My indispensable water cooler still doesn't have paper cups.
We'll go see what Murph has to... Not Murph, I'm Murph. We'll go see what,
I hope you don't mind, Murph.
Louis.
I've been telling folks in the neighborhood about your situation, just so they know it's the old Tex they're dealing with. Let me know what else I can do for you.
Well, cheers. Do you know anything about the crazy dreams I've been having?
I know you was having bad dreams way back when. But I didn't hear nothing else about them after, you know, the thing with Chelsea happened.
I was having dreams back then. Well, that's funny. Oh, you closed. Bastard. Right, 3 cards to midnight, eh? Let's see what
Archie
this
Ellis is my herbal tea-loving, source for all things alien, supernatural, conspiracy theorist. Or he's just plain crazy. He ran into some trouble with the NSA on my last case. Last I knew, he was hiding out in some tropical locale with a bevy of beauties. I'm surprised he's back in town.
Hey, Murphy, how you doing? You okay? I heard you were having some kind of amnesia. You know, most alien abductees always have some sort of memory loss.
Are you still into that alien thing, Archie? I mean, isn't that just a little passé?
The truth never goes out of style, my friend. Now, I heard something about an injection and a head wound. Yowza!
You really back off, man, because I swear I will shoot the next person who tries to touch this, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. Ouch. Ooh. So, I guess you do need some catching up then. A few months ago, I moved back here from the islands and I opened up this place. And I was hoping that you and I could hang out together like old times, but you haven't been around much.
Neglect of neighborly duties.
So I haven't come by with the traditional welcome back fruit basket? I have turned into a bastard.
Sounded like the same Murph to me, making jokes and putting your cigarette out in my herbal tea before I'm done with it.
Yeah. So, did I happen to tell you anything about the case I'm working on?
Not yet, but you know I'm always ready to be Robin to your Batman. Without the homoerotic undertones, of course.
Sorry, Arch, but it's a package deal. If you're gonna be in this with me, you're gonna have to be in all the way.
You had me going there, Murph.
Okay, Boy Wonder, I need you to enter 2 names into the Bat computer. Mason Bowers, Margaret Leonard.
Well, I don't know about Mason Bowers, but Margaret Leonard, she's connected to one of the greatest mysteries of all time. I mean, you know who Nikola Tesla was, right?
Nikola. The cough drop?
Nikola Tesla was a genius. Probably one of the greatest geniuses ever. I mean, it was Tesla, not Marconi, who was the true inventor of the radio.
Right.
He invented a Tesla coil, the AC electricity, remote control. He even pioneered cryogenics.
So are we almost to the part about Margaret Leonard?
Right. Well, Tesla died in 1943 when the FBI just swooped in and confiscated all his papers and designs. Then in about 2012, all this stuff, the Tesla cash just disappeared. And you want to know who the #1 suspect was?
Margaret Leonard.
No, an FBI agent named Charles Johansson. Now, I know they could never prove that he did it, but then he quits the FBI and joins some Tesla fanatic group called the Tesla Legacy Society, a group dedicated to making the world better through technology. And that's where he meets
Margaret Leonard.
Bingo! They fall in love, they get married. I think they even had a kid together.
So where's Margaret now?
Not a clue. Johansson died a couple years later, cancer, I think. After that, Margaret just dropped out of circulation.
So all this happened, what, 37 years ago. I mean, no one's found the Tesla cash since then?
It's one of the great mysteries, the lost inventions of Nikola Tesla.
What's the big deal with the Tesla inventions? I mean, there must be some reason they were never made.
Oh, you ever hear of a little thing called Tunguska?
Have I ever? Picked up a bad case when I was down in Mexico. That's where I learned the phrase, Baños, rapidos, ándale muchachos, vámonos!
Oh, Murph, you're too funny. You know, in 1890s, Tesla conducted an experiment and created a resonance frequency. You know, like a big vibration, and it nearly took out a whole chunk of New York City. And then in the 1900s, he began to work on what he called a teleforce beam. The press called it, you know, a death ray, you know, cooler name. But a few years later in Russia, remote area called Tunguska, something caused an explosion 1,000 times greater than the atomic bomb.
1,000 times greater than the atomic bomb 40 years before we invented it?
But that was the last anyone ever heard of the death ray. Tesla never got funding. Instead, they made him out to be some crackpot, and he was broke for the rest of his life. Some people think the plans for it were part of the Tesla cash. Just think how much someone would pay to get their hands on that.
Okay, well, I've got some questions for you, my boy. What do you think of Tex?
And I'll never forget what you did tipping me off before that whack job NSA guy could get me.
What do you think of the Ritz Hotel?
Seems nice.
What do you think of Archie?
You know me, Murph. Always up for an adventure. As long as I don't have to go anywhere.
Oh yeah, you're Archie. So you got the 3 cards running again, huh?
You like my shop? Kind of like my old one, the Cosmic Connection. But I had to change the name in case, you know, the NSA and all that.
Yeah. What do you think of Louis?
I eat at the Brew and Stew all the time.
I've got memory loss.
I actually wouldn't mind forgetting a few years of my own life, mostly my teenage years.
Wow. What do you think of Holly?
Yeah. Oh, that's the Hollow Babe at the Golden Gate. Yeah, Mojo is warm for her form, or lack thereof, as it were.
This guy's faces are awesome. What do you think of Rook?
He's not very friendly, is he?
No, he's not. We can all aspire to that one day. Burns Barbecue?
My little buddy Mojo works over there. We hang out a lot, but I can't stay there too long. Something makes my eyeballs burn.
Yeah. What do you think of this?
Gosh, you'd think a sidekick would be a little more helpful, huh?
Yeah. What do you think of the freeze gun?
Don't know about that.
Oh. What do you think about J.T. Donnelly?
Donnelly's kind of a mysterious character. He was a private detective Tesla may have hired not long before he died. There's a mention of it in one of Tesla's letters.
I've been having weird dreams.
No, both aliens and ghosts can communicate through their dreams. It's a proven fact.
I hope we're all wearing our tinfoil hats for this guy. What do you think of Margaret Leonard?
I've been checking my sources, but no one's heard a thing about her in years.
Charles Johansson?
He died like 40 years ago and either left the Tesla cash with Margaret Leonard or somebody else. Or he took it to the grave.
To the graveyard.
The Tesla cash is right up there for me. Oh, and the death ray? Well, the name says it all, doesn't it?
It is a good name. Has to be said.
As I leave, Archie hands me an old photograph of Margaret Leonard. Maybe someone else on Chandler will recognize her from the picture.
Oh, Christ. Well. First place is first.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing?
Holly, you have an entire database you can just hack into. What do you think of this?
Sorry, I don't know a lot of people, except the ones that come in here.
I hate you, Holly. I hate you. Hey, boys. You boys back? No? Okay. Clint. Clinty boy.
If you were looking for me earlier, I wasn't here.
Well, it's not like you're gonna just sit around here waiting for me to ask questions, right?
Yeah, that wouldn't be very realistic, would it? So what can I do for you?
You recognize the woman in this photo?
Oh, nice. I think I saw her in a playbook from 1996. Is this your girlfriend?
Christ.
Not yet, but I'd like to take her out for dinner and drinks, and well, then we'd go from there.
I'm just kidding about this woman being your girlfriend. She's actually mine. No, I'm kidding again. This is Margaret Leonard. She's had a room here at the Ritz forever. She used to live here, but I haven't seen her in years. So, she may not be here anymore, but she auto-pays her rent. So it's all good.
Any chance you can get me into her apartment?
Not a chance in hell. I let her install her own security system, just like you, except hers is a real one. I can't tell you which apartment it is, but you won't get in without a passcode or a personal invitation. Maybe I could try to help you with something else.
Alright, well that's pretty good.
I know for a fact I've never seen this fox before, because if I had, she'd be my lady love.
And freeze gun?
Can't help you with that.
Nope. Nope, I didn't think you could. Margaret?
All I know about her is she's got a room here. I hardly ever see her, so I don't know when she's here and when she isn't.
And what do you think of the Margaret?
I'll bet she was something back in the day. Way back in the day.
Okay, thank you, Clint.
I've been thinking, Murphy, perhaps I should confide something to you.
Oh, this should be good.
That is, you believe Maldonado is spying on you, but it could have been someone else.
Not Margaret Leonard by any chance.
How did you know?
Do the words P.I. mean anything to you?
Margaret may be in grave danger. I've tried to contact her, but to no avail.
Gosh, if only we knew someone with some detective skills. Do you know how to get into her apartment?
No, but she may have left a clue. Some time ago, she left this in my care. It's for you.
For me?
She wanted you to have it in case anything happened.
What?
I met Margaret years ago. She was a woman of secrets.
I see.
I have an interest in Tesla collectibles, so yes, I've heard of it. And no, I don't know where you could find it. I met Margaret years ago. She was a woman of secrets.
I don't know why that came up twice, but thank you. Alright, alright. Well, if she's spying
More questions? Why you gotta keep coming back with more questions?
Oh, because I got questions of the yin-yang. What do you
I
think
remember
it
her.
is?
Sweet little old lady. Used to see her around the neighborhood years ago. Don't remember the last time I saw her.
Alright.
Still can't believe I'm working with the one and only Tex Murphy. What can I do for you, sir? That's the witch. At least that's what I call her. A couple times I've seen this old lady sneaking around the neighborhood.
Okay.
I think everybody's pretty happy that you're back to your old self. Except Rook. That ornery old cuss. No pleasing him, I guess. How are things going for you?
Yeah. You recognize this lady?
Oh, I know this little lady. Haven't seen her around in quite a while, but she used to come in pretty regular. I think she lived at the Ritz, at least for a time. She and Chelsea were real friendly. Pretty sure her name wasn't Margaret Leonard, though. At least that ain't the name she told me.
Alright. Alright, thanks, man. Right.
I wonder if anyone else on Chandler Avenue has seen Margaret Leonard.
Is that one of the Golden Girls? I think that's one of the Golden Girls. Alright. No. Oh, no. No. Oh, shit. Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh, dear. I can't use my brain. Let's get out of that. Oh, it just remembers the points I put in, huh? Oh, wow. One, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8. Can't we just rip open this panel?
That's an old Magic Square grid code. Row and column totals are the key.
Five, 14, 15. 5, 15. Wait, I might be too drunk. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 5, 15. So... Alright. Eleven, 12, 13, 14, 15. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm so clever.
Why would Margaret Leonard leave me a key?
Why can't we just rip that open? It's a book. It's a book, guys. Jeez! see this
Well,
one?
this is a flashy new neighbor.
Domineering escort. Have you been a bad boy?
Well, this is a flashy new neighbor.
Not lately, unfortunately. This. Oh.
Uh-oh. That doesn't look good.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, needs a key.
Huh?
Uh-oh. That doesn't look good.
Bone saw is ready. Didn't have time to look around the apartment. Oh no. Oh, good.
As I walk in the bathroom, I realize there's something wrong here. Something terribly wrong. Oh, I think I found Margaret Leonard. Well, most of her. Oh, there's a flower for each month of the year.
What's your flower on your birthday? Mine's a sunflower. Ooh. Yeah, maybe not.
It's a business card for someone named Count Saint Germain.
You know, everybody's got a really small apartment, but it's not bad. I kind of like it. I don't mind it.
Looks like Margaret Leonard had a video journal. I'll need to find a memory stick to use on the vid player to watch them. Was she blind when she picked these out? That chair looks comfortable. Too comfortable. Well, I think I found Margaret Leonard. Well, most of her. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good.
Aha.
What's this?
Memory stick. Brilliant.
Looks like Margaret Leonard had a video journal. It's a business card for someone named Count Saint Germain. I wonder what Margaret kept on here.
The dream that Charles and I shared has become a nightmare. I wanted to believe, so it was easy to deceive myself, and to know that I have helped to bring it to pass is more than I can bear. I gave them everything. except for the key to it all. I must find the egg before they do. I have long suspected that Tex is a vital piece to the puzzle. His connection to Donnelly preceded the neural experiments. His coming to Chandler Avenue, a norm among mutants, to the Ritz, and even into Donnelly's same apartment. That was not coincidence. Was it fate, or something else that drew Tex here? It was right here all the time, under our noses. Tex has found the Tesla egg. Mason believes Tex is with us and will help us against the translator. But I have my suspicions. I think we need to get the egg away from. I wish I had the courage to destroy the egg. I just can't let go of hope. With the egg gone, the threat would likely be eliminated, but so would the glorious future we envisioned. I want to try one more time, and until I know one way or the other, I'm entrusting the egg to the only person I know who would die to defend it. The one who prays.
I was working with Margaret Leonard and Mason Bowers in neural experiments? What's my connection with J.T. Donnelly and the egg found in my wall? Why would she steal it from me and entrust it to someone else? The one who prays. Oh, there's a flower for each month of the year.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. So, I guess these turn like a clock. So, a rose, by any other name. So, what do we got? We got a rose, we got daisy, blue one, and a daffodil. So, January. I guess that one would stay there. Rose is June, so that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Right? We're doing the right thing here. Daisy is April 4. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Violets. Violets are blue. September. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, I did it.
It's a picture of someone named Mantis.
Uh-huh. What else we got? What else we got? Yeah. Alright, fine. He looks healthy.
It's a picture of someone named Mantis.
He doesn't look very well.
Well, I think I found Margaret Leonard. Well, most of her.
Well, hello, boys.
Mr. Murphy, you need to come with us if you want to live.
Seriously?
Just kidding. What was going on in there? You know the drill.
Why do so many people around you end up dead?
It's not because I killed them, if that's what you're implying. At least not usually.
Did you kill Margaret Leonard?
Come on, Danwich. If I killed her, what'd I do with her head? Eat it?
But we keep walking in on you with all these dead bodies. You must be the unluckiest guy in the world.
Well, usual suspect, no idea. Search for a motive.
Whoever offed Margaret Leonard either hated her guts or was completely bonkers. I mean, why would someone decapitate her?
I don't care why, I just want to know who.
Wait a second, how do we even know it's Margaret Leonard? I mean, maybe that's why they took the head.
Yeah, that might have worked 100 years ago, but now we've got apps for that. We've already got a positive ID.
It's kind of fun, isn't it? I mean, kind of working together, bouncing ideas, sharing information. I mean, what if I said I had some information might help your investigation?
I'd say you were withholding evidence.
Now, I said I might have something.
No, you said you had something that might help.
Yeah, oops. Look, Danwich, you seem like a stand-up guy, and I know you don't want any vigilantism, so I'll play it by the book. I think I have video that might have been shot by the guy who killed Margaret Leonard. I'm just gonna hand it to you, and hope you'll cut me some slack.
It's on your smart, Alex? Let's have it.
The guy in the video's Mason Bowers.
And this is the guy you think was abducted. The problem is there's no evidence of anyone being abducted, so I can't investigate. My hands are tied.
Well, mine, as you see, are not.
I may have seen this guy before on some kind of surveillance video.
A surveillance video, you say?
The video could have shown you in your apartment talking to an elderly lady. There may have been another man there as well, a mutant of some kind, who might have jumped you. The elderly lady, in theory, could have appeared to have injected you when you were restrained. In the ensuing struggle, you might have been knocked out on the fire escape.
And when would Bowers have shown, hypothetically?
Right after you were knocked out, tore through the apartment in pursuit of the old lady.
So everything that I've told you matches up, and we're both looking for Mason Bowers.
Are you familiar with a program called VCT, Vehicle Compliance Tracking? All cars come with sensors that report when one is out of compliance. For example, when you have your right front headlight shot out, if you could access the VCT database, which is illegal and highly inadvisable, you would find a list of all vehicles with the right front headlight shot out. If you could provide more information on the vehicle, you can access an ID and an address from the registration.
Any chance this might have been the vehicle seen in the Maldonado surveillance video?
I gotta get back to work, Murphy. If you got questions, ask them. And then stop wasting my time with this speculative nonsense.
Well, what about Zach?
I know who Zach Williams is, and who his associates are. I'd advise you to keep your distance.
Alright. Well, what about this photo of a woman?
Don't recognize the face. Sorry.
What about Margaret Leonard?
That's Margaret Leonard? I'll have to take your word for it.
Suspicious speeder?
A speeder with a broken headlight on the front passenger side? No idea what you're talking about.
As soon as I got back from the new San Francisco Police Department, I had an urgent message from Rook. It seems Rook had a soft spot for Margaret and wanted to bring her some justice. He told me he had another interested party in the Tesla cache, a Count Saint Germain, who was staying at the Golden Gate Hotel. Maybe he could divulge some answers.
One hears a great deal about Tex Murphy on Chandler Avenue. To what do I owe this pleasure?
Word is you're a big fan of Nikola Tesla, or at least his stuff.
Yes. Your local pawn shop has a remarkably extensive offering of Tesla paraphernalia. Certainly the largest cache I've found this side of Belgrade.
You mind if I ask what your interest is in Tesla?
I gather you're at least somewhat familiar with the story of the Tesla cache? I believe some of the items Rook has were part of the Tesla cache, but he refuses to divulge how he obtained them. I presume from Margaret Leonard, or some third party who got them from her.
Shocking. Rook normally would cut off his right arm if he thought somebody'd buy it.
I've spent many years searching for something. My hope is to find a clue as to its whereabouts in Tesla's letters or journals. But the trail has led me here. Tell me, Mr. Murphy, do you know the name J.T. Donnelly?
Yeah. I mean, I just heard about it, but he was a PI, and he lived around here back in the 1940s.
At the Ritz, in the very room in which you now live. An intriguing connection.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting and maybe a little weird, but it's not a connection.
But it's so much more than that. Back in Donnelly's time, there was a man known as the Sleeping Prophet, Edgar Casey. He made a compelling case for the belief that most of us have lived past lives.
You're losing me.
Come now. You've said on more than one occasion that you felt as if you'd been born a century too late. A man out of time, as it were. Tell me, do you have disturbingly realistic, vivid dreams of another era?
What? You know about my dreams? I must be getting incredibly broad-minded in my old age. So what are you saying? I was J.T. Donnelly in a former life?
We could explore that possibility, but first, have eggs ever appeared in your dreams?
Oh, I love eggs, of course. Poached, over easy, scrambled. I mean, they're certainly nature's wonder food.
There are affordable accommodations in better parts of the city. Something could have been drawing you specifically to the Ritz. Don't you agree?
Yeah, cheap rent. Could you maybe help me out with these memories? Help me interpret these dreams?
If you could find this egg, or even put me on its trail again, I have certain techniques, such as regression and channeling, that could help you recall past events. And, I should add, the egg is worth a fortune. Which I would gladly pay.
We talk for a few minutes longer, but I tell him I need to get back to the case. This is way beyond my comprehension. Mystical eggs? Mind regression? Past lives? It's boggling. Margaret spoke of an egg being held by a religious fanatic who prays. Was it the Tesla egg I found in the wall at the Ritz? If so, it would have been there for over 100 years. Does it have some sort of channeling power from the person who possessed it? Well, Mason Bowers is still the key. I need data for the VCT so I can find out who kidnapped him. I better start asking around.
Time for some good old-fashioned detective work. You should talk to potential witnesses and see if they know anything about the suspicious vehicle involved with the abduction.
Guess where I'm gonna go first. Dum 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 dum. Louis.
Hey, what can I do for you, Murph?
You know Count St. Germain?
Big guy? Talks like he should be on the radio. Yeah, he came in the other day. Didn't seem too impressed with my, cuisine.
Suspicious speeder.
So this is the speeder you think took off after those gunshots and the abduction the other day. I do remember seeing a vehicle. I didn't get the license plate or nothing. I just saw it was one of them nice Pandians. The Bi-Turbo XL model.
Oh, that's it. Alright.
Of all the face-melting food joints in all the towns, in all the world, you walk into mine.
Do you know anything about the suspicious speeder?
Would if I could.
This guy's not going to know anything. I mean, he should, right? Because it was, like, right next to him. Alright.
Not again. You're gonna
Yeah.
get me fired. Or worse. Yeah, there was a speeder that took off right after the gunshots. Saw it in my rearview mirror. I got a thing for high-end speeders. This was a 48 Pandian. Sweet ride.
Thank you. Thank you, man. Okay. Rookie boy.
Hello, Murphy. How goes the investigation?
Great.
Interesting fellow. He was particularly interested in anything to do with Nikola Tesla. He mentioned that he stayed at the Golden Gate Hotel. The speeder that flew away after the gunshots I heard? I'm not sure what type it was, but I did notice that the interior was very unusual. It was all white. I'm quite certain she was on the run from someone or something. I took care of her as much as she'd let me. I'm very sad she's gone. Yes, I'm sure that Margaret's items came from the Tesla cache, though the pieces she gave me to sell weren't nearly as valuable as rumors would have you believe.
Yeah, Rook's alright. Clinty boy.
Nice speeder, and it's parked in my favorite handicap spot.
Wow, that is crazy what happened to Margaret Leonard. Is everything okay with you and the cops?
Yeah, the cops would love to pin it on me, but I think it's all tied to a Mason Bowers who was abducted outside the Ritz a couple of nights ago. I'm just trying to find anybody who might have seen something.
Oh, well then you probably need to talk to Sapphire.
Sapphire? Sounds like some Greek oracle.
Well, I don't know if she's Greek or not, but she's definitely exotic looking. And she's one of your fellow tenants. Her door's decorated like a French nightmare, but it suits her business. So, if you hear any noises you can't identify, you might want to come back later. Not a clue. It's a damn shame what happened to that little lady. And I'm not crazy about what it did to her apartment either.
No, it's a mess. It's a mess up there. Right. Probably Hologram's got some stuff to say.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing?
What do you think of Count?
Due to my restrictive protocols, I can only confirm that Count Saint Germain is currently a guest at our hotel. You're talking about the speeder I saw take off after the shooting? What I can tell you for certain is the last 2 digits on the license plate. They were the numbers 6 and 3.
Where is he back? Boys.
You know, Murph, I think we make a great team. What can I do for you?
So what do you think of Margaret?
That's the most recent photo of Margaret Leonard I could find. Like I said, she's been out of circulation for a while. We were talking about some stuff. Tesla, Romanovs, Fabergé, that sort of thing. He sure seems to know a lot about everything. No.
No? Okay.
He'd go on into these weird trances and talk about past life stuff. You know, pretty intriguing until you get to where he starts going on about Atlantis.
What do you think of Margaret?
She's dead? And she was living right here for years. How do you always find yourself right in the middle of everything? You have a gift, my friend.
But this will make more sense now.
Archie helped me out on my Pandora directive case where we met a charming fellow named Jackson Cross.
I'm gonna do you the favor of a lifetime. I'm gonna let you walk. But if I catch you meddling in NSA affairs one more time, I'm gonna put a bullet right in your eyeball. Is that clear? Get this pukehead out of my office. I'll be watching you, Murphy.
Man, I thought this would have ended up in the Andes Mountains.
It's real good having you stop in more regular. How can I help you?
You can't. You can't, no. Oh, yeah, there's the lady. Hey, lady. Lady. Oh, good God.
Well, this is a nice surprise.
Good God.
Sapphire. What a beautiful, if somewhat misleading name.
Thanks, Tex. You know just what to say to please a lady.
so simple.
Wow, is that a... what kind of contraption is that?
So, what brings New San Francisco's sexiest PI to my door? Business or pleasure?
Pleasure is my business.
How disappointing. Well, we could use that home gym in there to work off some stress. I'm sure you wouldn't mind a happy ending, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's all anybody wants, right? I mean, and they lived happily ever after, that kind of thing.
Fine. You don't want to scratch each other's backs. But what if I don't play ball? Can we still rough and tumble?
Well, Sapphire, don't make me twist your arm.
You can't make me talk.
We can do this the hard way or the easy way.
Excuse me? Are you threatening me? Because if you are, I'd love to see you try the hard way. I'm sorry, Tex. I got carried away. I didn't mean to hurt you. At least not like that. Do you forgive me?
Oh, you're not getting off that easy. It's going to cost you a few minutes of tedious questioning, and then maybe dinner and a movie at a much, much later time.
I'm all yours, Mr. Murphy.
Wow, that's a lot of questions. Okay. What do you think of Tex?
You're a tough guy who thinks he's above the law. What girl doesn't like to get a little turned on by that kind of man?
Abduction of Chandler?
First, I hear people running around up in your apartment. Then, this speeder lands outside. I hear some man yelling and screaming outside the Ritz. Then, he runs off with some other people chasing him. After a bit, he comes back, and I hear him outside my window. Sounds like he's talking to himself. Then, two other guys catch him, shove him into the speeder. Then, I hear gunshots, and the speeder takes off.
No.
It's not the nicest place in town, but you can't beat the price. It's a live and let live kind of place.
It's alright.
That's not my kind of store. What's she got that I don't? I can tell you one thing that I've got that she doesn't. Gets along with everybody. Makes great food.
Yeah, I like Louis.
I only met you a couple years ago, so I don't know what you were like before. But I like what I see now. It ain't just your ass that's bad.
Is that good?
So spunky. And I love spunk.
A little vulgar, madam.
That's the guy you think got abducted? I saw him around a few times coming to see you. I thought.
What do you think of Carlos?
That scumbag detective has been watching me for months.
Yeah, he would. Have you seen his surveillance video?
He's been videotaping the Ritz?
What do you think of Clint?
After Clint took over ownership of the Ritz from Nilo, things got a lot better. He even removed all the bugs and hidden cameras.
Wow, cool. Rook?
Rook's one of my best customers. His tastes aren't as old-fashioned as you might think.
Okay.
But that place will literally kill you.
Okay. And Zach?
Runs the electronics shop, though he's hardly ever there.
True. Have you seen this lady?
No idea who that is.
What do you think of Freeze Gun?
Now, what would I know about that?
I don't know. It's in the question list. I had to ask. What do you think of this photo?
That sweet lady used to live here.
Yeah, she's dead now. What do you think of this suspicious
It looked
speeder?
black, or midnight blue at first, but when the light hit it just right, I could see that it was actually close to sapphire, which, of course, I would remember.
Of course. Right, yeah, because she's called Sapphire.
Well, I finally gather enough data to identify the kidnapped vehicle. It's registered to a company called Seisan, and the location appears on my map.
Okay, so what these guys are having for dinner. They show me a picture of a metal bucket and say, hey, what are you having? And it's like, no. It's for dinner. I love that. Look at that. The background building there in the back. Just like, oh, the... I do love a good PC game. What the hell are we doing now? What are we doing? What? What is this? Alright. So... Oh.
I check out Seisan was smart, Alex, and find out it's some sort of doomsday cult recruiting candidates for a brave new world. And they believe this world will arrive soon. These boys take their schoolwork seriously. Nice little wishing well, but a couple of pieces of equipment are missing. Oh, there's something inside that bucket at the bottom of the well.
Oh, no.
Yep, force field blocking the entrance. I wonder if there's a mechanism around here that could turn it off.
We're gonna do this.
Looks like Archie's back in town. I should check out his 3 Carts to Midnight shop and see if he knows anything.
Is there any rope or anything I can get down the well with? Okay. No, can't seem to go out this box.
Well, there's some interesting symbols written on these pillars. There's some interesting symbols written on these pillars.
To turn this one. So that's my only reference point. Alright, so if that's my only reference point, then we need the Ankh and the little weird triangle. There we go. What's next? And the 2 weird exclamation points. So we don't need to turn that one on. The spear thing with the other weird shit. Last but not least, the circle with the 2 little thingy dudes.
Well, there's some interesting symbols written on these pillars.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Interesting.
Unfortunately, I arrive at Cézanne and set off every alarm possible. I'm missing a token that would grant me entry inside. I head back to my office to devise a new strategy when I find a fax waiting for me. Someone's been watching over my shoulder, and it's not a comforting feeling.
You have a fax. You have a fax.
But
You have a fax. You have a fax. You have a fax. You have a
it's got a
fax.
fax.
Oh boy, a fax. An anonymous informant wants to meet me at Coit Tower.
Coit Tower, huh? Alright. Let's go meet this guy.
This became a highly sought-after neighborhood post-World War III when it was found that the radiation couldn't penetrate through all the lead paint.
Gotta say it's good for something.
Yep, this is a great idea. Just waiting to meet some anonymous chap who still sends faxes. You know, he probably uses real bullets.
I think you need to be a little more trusting of people.
Tex, I'm plugged into the internet. The internet! And you want me to trust people?
A good point.
He has a point.
My nose has started sagging lately. Makes it hard to breathe. Now, what kind of info you looking for, huh?
Okay.
Hello, mate.
Slade? How? What? Weren't you in...
Locked up in San Quentin till 2260? No, not me. Good behavior.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you've turned over a new leaf. I'm a big fan of forgiving and forgetting. Mostly forgetting.
So what don't you remember?
Just the last 7 years.
So you don't remember everything after you and Chelsea got nicked? Chelsea's brother? The English woman, Juliet? Our little partnership?
Our partnership? Look, I know we just made up, but I think I'd rather lick toilets with my tongue than work with you.
Ah, but you did, Tex.
I did? Which one?
Work with me. And it paid a lot better than licking dunnies. How do you think you made all that money? These past few years have been, shall we say, mutually beneficial. But now it seems the same old Tex, the Boy Scout, is back. That's a problem.
You want to know what's wrong with the Boy Scouts? Not a darn thing.
So you've been helping us track down this precious little egg. First you say you got it, then you say Margaret Leonard stole it. Next thing I know, you turn up at Cezanne tripping security alarms like some clueless amateur. What the hell was that all about?
For your information, I set those alarms off on purpose, and I don't have to tell you why.
Always got to do everything the hard way, don't you, Tex? This will get you into Cezanne. Hope you know what you're doing. I'll give you 24 hours to find that egg. And then I'm gonna come looking for you. And you know I'll find you.
Booker. What the hell did you just get me?
Well, Big Jim Slade is right. This key can get me inside Cezanne.
Alright.
Well, Big Jim Slate is right. This
Nice. Okay.
You can be hungover from things other than alcohol. My meeting with Slade left me shivering like I had the DTs. This guy and I were partners over the last 7 years. There's trouble in my soul and it's become as cold as ash. The further I see down the barrel, the more dangerous and diabolical my world becomes. Well, Cézanne's located in a winter wonderland. Well, Cézanne's located in a winter wonderland.
Uh-huh.
The initiation key? Arthur, King of the Britons. Arthur, King of the Britons. Candidates, eh? Well, I hope I'm more successful here than when I applied at the post office.
Welcome, friend. You are about to begin a journey to an incredible destiny. The successful candidate will become part of an elite aristocracy that will rule a universe beyond imagination. To begin your quest, please set the 7 sacred symbols in their proper place. To begin your initiation to a new destiny.
No.
Well, I'd hardly call this living, but I'll take it. These must be the silhouettes of the symbols I need to find. Nice little wishing well, but a couple of pieces of equipment are missing. Well, Cézanne's located in a winter wonderland. Well, Cézanne's located in a winter wonderland. Arthur, King of the Britons. Candidates, eh? Well, I hope I'm more successful here than when I applied at the post office. Oh, 30-pound brick. Hey, no problem.
Problem. Show this to Louis, see what he thinks. Oh.
Oh, there's something inside that bucket at the bottom of the well. That's not right. Oh, there's something inside that bucket at the bottom of the well. Well, Cézanne's located in a winter wonderland. There's one of the sacred symbols underneath this stone tile, but I can't lift it on my own. Yeah, looks like somebody quit halfway through. Wine, candles, chalice. Who says cults can't be romantic? All Greek to me.
Okay.
That might come in handy. Table, lantern, cup, plate. Nothing interesting. No monkeys in here. Ah, Amontillado. Do I hear scratching behind these walls? Eh.
the puzzle.
The headmaster's pot. I bet this is where he keeps his stash.
Alright. I'm gonna have to save here, I think. And we'll see where we get next time on the Tesla Effect. I'm really enjoying this game, it's really cool. Alright. You all take care, have a good one, and be excellent to one another. Just be excellent to one another. Even mutants. Even crazy, crazy mutants. Be excellent to them. Okay, bye.